Hello everyone, welcome to our lesson on how to find the inverse function. We have got the function f of x equals 1.8x plus 32. In order to find the inverse, we're going to change it to y is equal to 1.8x plus 32. Now to find the inverse, all your y's now change to x's and all your x's change to y. So that's your first step. So x is equal to 1.8y plus 32. And now what you have to do is you have to solve for y. So 1.8y is equal to x minus 32. And then y is equal to x minus 32 divided by 1.8. And this is your inverse function. Other things to know about the inverse function: because we're switching the x and y values, if we looked at a graph, for instance, we've got this function y equals 10x plus 3, we have one point which is 0, 3. Well, the inverse function would actually be 3, 0. Because your x's and y's have changed. And your other point, negative 1, negative 7, now becomes negative 7, negative 1. So that's somewhere over here, a little bit off my chart. We put those 2 points together, and that is your inverse function as well. And now we could just try to figure out what the equation of this line is to figure out what the inverse function is. Also, something that's interesting to know, if we painted this line, y equals 10x plus 3, and then we folded it on a piece of paper along the line of y equals x, where the paint would landed would be on the inverse function. Other things to note: if we've got the function f of x equals 5 over square root x plus 1, the domain for this is x is greater than negative 1, and the range for this is y is greater than 0. Now for our inverse function, and IB loves to ask these questions, they may ask, what is the domain for the inverse function? Well, the domain for the inverse is the range for the original function. So the domain for this function is x is greater than 0. And the range of the inverse is the domain for the original function. So the range for this one is y is greater than negative 1. Hope that helps. Have a good day.